Okay, we are live now. Yep, welcome to Ask Me Anything Sunday night show. This is episode what 52. Okay, now if you are watching the replay, don't worry, you're not missing anything. But this is what I do. I've been doing this for 52 weeks, exactly about a year, right? I think 52 weeks is 1 year, something like that. So what we do here is I go live every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Malaysia time, as we are seeing this right now on YouTube, which is my YouTube channel, as well as my Facebook group, which is the Facebook Ads Transformation Group. So regardless which platform you're watching this from, welcome to the show. And yeah, I'm here to answer your Facebook Ads questions and digital marketing related questions, basically that I have collected in the past 1 week. Today we have quite a number of questions today. So if you ask your questions in any of the videos that I posted on my YouTube channel, you know what, my YouTube channel just crossed 4,000 subscribers, and I just did a quick calculation. I have now about 600, more than 600 videos on the YouTube channel right now. You just imagine, I've been posting every day since last year. I forgot when. I think last year August. So I've been doing this for like more than a year now, every single day, at least one video. So that's what we have become, right? So it's a very interesting journey. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey. And I really appreciate all your questions, because 600 over of them, most of them are questions coming from you guys. So I have to actually credit you guys for that, because to be frank, if you want me to do videos like that, creating on my own, hiding on my shelf and all this on my own, right? I can't, because how can I imagine how can I imagine all these questions coming from you guys? Like today, we have quite a number of very interesting questions from you, and really I appreciate. So if you ask questions on my YouTube channel as well as on my Facebook group, you know the drill, right? I will not be answering your questions directly in the comment. Okay, what I'll do is I'll bring them over here on the Sunday AMA Sunday session to answer the questions. So if you ask any questions either on the YouTube channel or the Facebook group, you have to come back on Sunday night to listen to my answers to you. Okay. Now, yeah, if you have any questions, you can post in the comment section. I'll be going over to your side. But first, let me go over to the questions that I have gotten in the last 1 week first. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them. I can see some of the questions coming in. Make sure to stay until the end, because I'll be going over the questions in the comment section towards the end of this. All right. So let me bring this up. Okay. So yeah. Okay, now this is the first question coming from April. Now, April, she's watching my video about how to grow Facebook Shopee store with effective Facebook advertising. Basically, this video I discuss how you can use my two-step funnel framework. My you know the drill. This is really my framework that I'm being famous for. So basically, we run at least 2 ads simultaneously. Okay, and then basically one ad is to really target the broad audience to bring people into your funnel, and the other one is to retarget. But the whole idea about my two-step funnel, the uniqueness of this is we have a lot of exclusion. Like the key concept is, if somebody has seen the tier 1 ad, which is the first ad, they shouldn't be seeing the same ad again if they have taken certain action. So instead, they should be seeing the second ad or the retargeting ad. So when you are seeing retargeting ad, you shouldn't see the first ad. That's how we do the arrangement kind of thing as we move along. All right. So yeah. So April is asking, can we apply the same principle on TikTok ads as well? Very good question. Thank you so much for the question. So the answer is, basically to sum it up, the question is, can we apply the two-step funnel framework using other platform like TikTok, YouTube advertising, Google advertising, or even any form of advertising, right? The answer is yes. In fact, in the past few months, I've been using a very holistic cross-platform two-step funnel framework, where I actually use Google and YouTube as my top of funnel, bringing in people from all over the world with the right intent, because it's different advertising on YouTube or Google versus Facebook. You see, when you're advertising on Facebook, you're like kind of like distributing flyers kind of thing, right? But when you're advertising on Google on specific keywords such as like Facebook ads course, Facebook ads training, this is the keywords that I'm actually doing. I bring people with really, really strong intent. You get what I mean? So when they come in here, I would use my other form of advertising on Facebook and Instagram to do the retargeting, which in fact, I've been actually applying this, and I've been seeing tremendous, awesome result coming from this kind of framework. So to answer your questions, the answer is yes. However, we need to understand how do we want to actually rope TikTok into this. You see, the TikTok, I mean, we all know that TikTok is like the in thing, right? But TikTok is also a very, very chaos and messy environment where people's attention span is even shorter on than Facebook. So their attention span is really crazy, and people are there for different purpose. Okay, and a lot of times people think lesser when they're on TikTok, and the whole behavior is different. So when you want to apply this thing, you need to really observe how your ads is being consumed, and of course, we need to also look into the consideration of what kind of products that you are trying to market, and how do you want to do the retargeting, or even you want to use TikTok as the real as the front end ads to bring people in. So short answer is yes, but you'd have to really look at the holistic approach on how you want to actually position. Okay, if you want to apply this on TikTok together with Facebook, and how do you want to apply the whole thing. However, if you talk about using TikTok to do retargeting, as I was told, it's not as robust yet. So because Facebook retargeting is a very powerful thing. We can target people who watch our video, we can target people who visited our website, we can target people who do a lot of things on and off Facebook. So the retargeting portion on Facebook is a lot more robust and powerful. That's why I would say you can consider using TikTok as the front end to bring people in to the funnel, and then you use Facebook as a retargeting portion kind of it. So short answer is yes. Long answer is you have to look into the environment. How do you want to position it? Now, here's the thing. If you guys are interested to learn how to do this cross-platform two-step funnel thing, I'll be launching a program, not now, maybe in January or February 2022. So yeah, I'm actually really doing a lot of content and a lot of research on, really formulating whatever that can work for me. So fundamentally, I'll be using Facebook, YouTube, and Google. So these three things combined together, they become a very powerful cross-platform two-step funnel. So that's really something that I want to kind of like put together as a program, and I want to teach you. I'll be launching in January or February next year. So if you want to be part of this, make sure to stay tuned. The easiest way to stay tuned to whatever future programs coming up from me, from my side, is to sign up to any of my free programs. It's, in fact, yeah, there are a lot of free programs available, like free trainings available on my website. Just sign up, because the moment you sign up, you become my subscriber, and I'll be able to send information to you as and when I have anything coming up on my side. So yeah, okay. Now, April, thanks for the question. And I want to move over to the next question. This is the question on my YouTube channel, and the same video, right? No, it's a different video. This is talking about how do you start selling on Shopee or Lazada or e-commerce website. Now, Football Tube, thank you so much for asking this question. Football Tube is asking, you want to learn how to start a career business like JNT, Citylink, DHL, and hope I can teach you something and tips on this. To be very frank, thank you so much for, looking up on me and this thing seriously. But this is really a business that I have never tried before. This is really something that it's beyond my league. But then again, the way I observe this thing, because to be frank, I had some discussion with some of my, peers and friends and all that. They're all in startup scene, and some of them actually tried to found a career company, or even kind of like a way kind of it, right? So I would say if you want to go into this kind of business, yes, it's one of the area that is really boosting, but also you have to also look at a few angles. Like one of the thing is definitely this is a very capital intensive business. You need to invest a lot in terms of your logistic, as in like, your warehousing, your logistic, your career, your transportation, and all this kind of thing. It's not easy. So, hardware side is definitely a bomb. And on the other side, you also want to look at how do you want to manage these people. It's a different ball game, to be very frank. I must say I'm not a management people, so beyond my league. But the most important thing I think in this business is, I would say, the so-called the customer expectation. You see, like now, I would say, it's really different on as in like the way we expect what we are getting from career services is totally different compared to 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we were a lot more forgiving because, it's kind of like normal for a thing to take about a few days, even up to a week to arrive. But now, we are actually expecting next day or even the same day delivery. So if you are going into the kind of like logistic or transportation business or even a courier business like this, I would say you really have to make sure that you manage all these things in a very proper way. So it's a business not for everyone, I would say. But if you want to come in, I would say it's a very awesome thing. Definitely a thriving so-called a thriving industry, but it's also a very competitive industry because there are a lot of niches. So I would say another thing that if I can offer you some suggestion, I wouldn't say advice, is you probably can consider niching in. Like the other day, we were just having discussion with the crowdfunding platform. Okay, the COO was here. So he was saying he has a a crowdfunding business as not a project, which is a courier service trying to raise funding. And what they specialize in is really the big bulk delivery kind of thing. So yeah, when you niche into something, you have a better chance of surviving because you can actually differentiate yourself a lot more easily compared to your competitors or your peers in the market. So it's a lot easier for people to recognize you. So that's kind of the thing that you can consider doing. Okay, I think, yeah, like I say, not beyond my league, definitely beyond my league. But I hope whatever I mentioned just now gives you a bit of like kind of like idea. But best of luck. Football tip, thank you so much for dropping by. Now, the next question we have here is about changing the primary Facebook page for your business manager. Now, when it comes to Facebook Business Manager, okay, it's a very comprehensive platform and tool. Even I have a Facebook Business Manager masterclass. I spent 4 hours dissecting every single one of the features and tools inside. It's a very huge thing. But in order to kickstart everything in the Business Manager, one of the most important things that you have to do is to set a primary Facebook page. A primary Facebook page for your Business Manager. Then only you can start unlocking all these features available. Now, in this video, I talk about how you can change the primary Facebook page. Because like, for example, when you're setting up a Business Manager, you probably link it with a different page. And then you realize, oh, that's not the right thing you want to do. You want to change it to another page. In fact, you can. Okay, so in this video, if you need help on this thing, you can actually look for this video on my YouTube channel. I have a very detailed explanation how to do that. However, Venturo's question is about how to remove a primary Facebook page for Business Manager, not to change. Now, the answer is very simple. If your page is the primary page for a Business Manager, I don't think you can delete this thing. So if you want to delete this page, all you need to do is you assign a new primary Facebook page to this Business Manager. And then, as long as you're admin of this page, then you can schedule it for deletion. You can. I think that's the very easy way out of this thing. Yeah. So remember, for any Business Manager, you need to have a primary Facebook page to ignite or start using all the features available. Without that, you can't do everything. All right. So if you need help learning how to navigate, the Business Manager, the Facebook Business Manager, which is in my opinion is a monster. It's a very comprehensive thing. You can actually go over to my website and look for this Facebook Business Manager Masterclass. It's a 4-hour class, like I mentioned. It's not something very simple, but it's totally worth it because it gives you all the detailed explanations and guidance on how to use every single one of these so-called tools and features in the Business Manager. So if you need help, head over to my website, tribeupacademy.com, and go into my courses page. That you'll be able to find this course and start, just sign up and you'll be able to just access it instantly for life. It's a lifetime access to all these courses available. Okay, so thanks for the question, Venturo. Now I want to move to the next question over here. Volker, James, I just call you James, right? James commented on my Facebook Blueprint certification exam. Thanks for this. I kind of forgot about my recertification exam. I have to start doing it already. Okay, basically, if you're not sure what is Facebook Blueprint Certified Professional or exam, it's an exam that people like us, we will go through every year. That we need to sit through the exam in order to stay as a Facebook certified professional. Now, becoming a Facebook certified professional, in fact, is a recognition directly from Facebook saying that you are really credible and you know your things around the Facebook Ads Manager and everything. So I have been through all these questions, or so-called all these exams since 2017. Yes, I was certified since 2017. So you can imagine how many exams I've been through, right? Every year we need to sit through the exam. Now, James' question is, what kind of question we have? Okay, to short answer to this question is they are all multiple choice questions, 100%. For all the papers that I went through, I don't know about other papers because they started with 2 papers, 2 badges, Facebook certified buying professional and planning professional. Now they have expanded. They have a lower tier kind of like marketing associate kind of thing, and they even have some programming kind of like certification. So I don't know. So basically, for the exams that I went through, these are all multiple choice questions. No writing required. However, let me warn you this: if you are really interested in taking these exams, especially if you're going for the more professional one, like the buying and planning, they are very situational. Okay, if you look deeper into my YouTube videos, if you search for Facebook Blueprint certification, I actually have a lot of explanation about what kind of questions available over there. Very situational means you really need to run ads to understand the questions in the first place. Then only we can talk about whether you can answer the question or not. But first, you need to understand the question. So if you don't run ads, if you're new to Facebook ads, it's not something that you should try. It's very situational. Like, for example, they will tell you that, okay, now this is the current situation of the campaign, and they give you some statistics and data, and they will ask you, what should we do? That kind of thing. So it's really for those who are experienced. So if you're not, maybe you should study a little bit. So if you want to start studying for Blueprint, just head over for Facebook Blueprint learning portal. There are a lot of learning materials available, a lot of videos and all that. Study and really practice. Then only you go for the exam. So that's what I would suggest. But James, thanks for the question. I hope I answered your question, and all the best if you're sitting for the exam. All right. Now we have another question coming from Shin. Okay, so this is a very interesting name, Shin. Okay, now Shin is asking, okay, basically for CPass, I mean, since he commented on the CPass video that I have, I will assume that you have 2 to 3 Shopee and Lazada store, and all of them have CPass, or you do plan to get CPass access for all of them. Now, in that case, here's my suggestion. Okay, first thing first, if you're going for CPass access, if you do not know what is CPass, go over to my YouTube channel and look for CPass. Basically, it's an access that is given to marketplace sellers. Like, for example, if you're selling on Shopee and Lazada, like if you have CPass, like Shopee is going to give you a catalog access to all your products that you have in your Shopee store. So in turn, you can start running retargeting ads, targeting people who go to your store and don't buy, or even people who go to your store and bought something and you want to upsell and cross-sell, all these kind of very powerful targeting features available. Now, if you are planning to get CPass for your stores, my recommendation is you create a new Facebook ad account for the CPass access purpose. Very simple, okay? Because the moment you have CPass access, the moment you have access to your catalog given by Shopee, for example, Shopee will also in turn have access to your Facebook ad account. So they will be able to come in and see how do you spend, how much you spend, how do you do targeting, how do you run your ads. In fact, it's kind of like a both way kind of thing. So if you have your own plan, like for example, you will run some CPass because you committed in some of the programs or something like that. But on top of that, you also want to run some ads on your own to drive different kind of like, different kind of traffic to your different stores and all that. So if you have 2 to 3 Shopee stores, every one of them, if you want to get CPass, get a new account for all of them. And then you can have a backup, a main account that you can run ads on your own that Shopee or Lazada won't have access to, to do whatever you want. So that's kind of like the practice that I would advise you, because a lot of my coaches does that. You see, if the moment you are running on CPass or something like that, get ready to have a lot of ad accounts. So you need to learn how to structure the whole thing in a very effective way. And you need to also learn how to name this ad account right. But it's really on your own. You got to really kind of understand how you want to do this thing. So yeah, okay. Now, Shin, I hope I answered your question. Thank you so much for jumping by. Now we have, my good student Eloise. Okay. Eloise has a question about, for everyone's benefit, Eloise is it's actually running Facebook ads for a Metaphysics Academy. So they've been doing all this kind of funnel thing where you get like free programs and people will sign up, and then basically from there you do upsell. Now what they're planning to do here is they're actually going to like collect a small fee, right? So like you collect a small fee, right? You're saying that, okay. So the aggregated event management, aggregated event management is a thing that, you know, the moment you have gotten your Facebook, as Facebook pixel verified, your domain verified, then you will be able to rank the importance of the, you know, the so-called the aggregated event. You can actually select up to 8 events basically, and you can rank which one is more important. Like over here, she's asking, should you change the position of priority to complete registration and purchase? Like it's these two things, of course, in my opinion, purchase is the most important one. And then we have complete registration, we have add to cart, we have stuff like that, you know. So you should actually, in my opinion, you should move your purchase up to the top. If purchase is always at the top, in my opinion, then you have complete registration, add to cart and stuff like that. So that's how you arrange. But that would not affect the outcome. When you're running ads, you know, it will not be like, oh, complete registration is number one instead of purchase. So when you're running a conversion campaign optimizing for purchase, you know, they will position people looking for people who are into adding to cart, you know, or registration. So it's not that way. So this is just the arrangement. So arrangement in terms of the aggregated event management is that when one is not happening, they will fall back, you know, to the second tier kind of thing. That's kind of what I understand. I haven't touched this topic for a long time anyway. So yeah, so that's how you should do it. So the moment you decide in your conversion campaign whether you want to go for registration or purchase, it will not mix up. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now that's the first question. And the second question is if you use conversion, okay, and which event, which conversion you should choose for this one. Yeah, if you are collecting payment, that it has to be purchased, right? So when you tag it as purchase, then of course we will optimize for purchase conversion. That's my short answer. All right. Thanks for the question, Eloise. Then we want to go for this question that I received from Pinas. Pinas is a affiliate. Wow, a lot of people are doing affiliate nowadays. So when you're an affiliate for Shopee, when you want to run ads to drive traffic through your affiliate link, and you know, you should, in my opinion, you should use web traffic. Web traffic, because okay, I mean, long story short, when you're choosing your objective, you're actually choosing the audience. They are likely to take that action. So when you go for engagement, you will get a lot of likes, comments, and shares. And these are the people who are, you know, into liking and commenting, but they are not into clicking. So if you really want to click, you have to tell Facebook very clearly that you want to click. So you should go for website traffic. However, Pinas, I would say, let's not create ad this way. You know why? Because when you're creating your ad this way, you will be having very little. There are a lot of limitations when you're creating ads in this way. I would strongly recommend that you go back into your Facebook Ads Manager on the desktop or laptop version using your browser, and you'll be able to access a lot more powerful details in that. So if you need help, because when it comes to Facebook advertising, I know it's really something that can be quite scary to certain people. I would strongly recommend that you go over to my website and sign up for my 6-day challenge. It's my 6-hour, very comprehensive Facebook ads training, especially for beginners. So that will help you jumpstart everything that you need to know. Okay, but of course, if you need more, then you should stay tuned to some of my programs that are coming up, because I'm restructuring a lot of my programs right now. Moving forward, I'll be launching a lot of, like, you know, objective-based specific so-called programs. Like recently, I just launched a, you know, Facebook so-called the Numbers That Matter. It's a free program, and inside there, I'll be gonna share with you a program that I'm gonna launch inside there. It's a very simple thing, right? So yeah, so that's how you should go. Go over to my 6-day challenge that will help you start. Pinas. But you know, short answer to this is, if you want traffic, go for website traffic. Okay. Now we have another questions coming from William. William is doing messenger ad, okay, and you keep getting this error. Basically, William, judging from this error explanation, I think it is because you have chosen a different conversion optimization. So what I want you to take a look at is, you go into your ad set level, go for the optimization. Okay, under the optimization, you can actually look for which optimization that you're going for. Either it's link click, impressions, reach, or start conversation and all that. Do something on this fix. Go over there and try to fix something. If there's not something wrong, keep testing until the error go away. So that's something that you can do, William. Now the other way of doing this is, let's go over to the campaign level and create a new campaign from scratch again and follow through the steps without messing up the optimization and everything. Then things should be okay. Now, if you're still facing this problem, the third option that you can have is you should actually start a messenger chat with the Facebook representative, which should be available if you've been running ads for a while, and they will be able to help you. Okay. The fourth option is you can actually schedule a one-on-one call with me. It's chargeable, of course, so that I can look at your whatever situation that you're facing, and we can actually look into that. Yeah, that's my answer. Okay, quick one, William. Now, speaking of which, right, I think, yeah, let's go over to the last question anyway. Oh, wait. I think we answered this question last week. This is from Christine. So we answered this question. So I want to quickly shout about, because I'm having a very rare promo nowadays. Okay. So if you run ads on Facebook, this is really for those who run ads on Facebook. If you don't, then don't bother to look at this. But if you run ads on Facebook, I have a question for you. Okay. Do you know why your ads is performing or not performing? You see, when you're running ads, there are only two possibilities. Okay. One is you have an ad that is getting you good results. You're getting revenue from there and everything is good, right? The other angle is you are running ads, but it's not getting you very good result. And, it sucks because you're burning money. But for both scenario, my question to you is, do you know why? Do you know why? It's $1 million questions. Because if you have a successful campaign and you do not know why, then you might be missing a lot of opportunities to scale, to put in more money and get better results and get more money for your business, right? So that's one angle. Now, if you have a very badly performing campaign and you do not know why, then you do not know how to avoid the same mistakes in the future campaigns, isn't it? So this is exactly what we do in this one-on-one Facebook ads audit. I will go into your Facebook ads campaign, your ads manager with you via a Zoom call, and I will dissect your numbers and all that. I'll be able to give you the why. So if your campaign is doing good, I will tell you why, and I will tell you, okay, now that's how we can actually optimize and get more money out of it. Now, the other side of it is if you have a suck-up campaign, and I will be telling you why, so that you can avoid making the same mistakes in the future. So this is the link that you can sign up for this 30-minute one-on-one Facebook ads audit. But if you sign up by end of this month, we have another 9 days to go. Okay? If you sign up by end of November, you use this code NOV20, you get $20 off for the sign up. Okay? So yeah, just a quick shout out. Now, yep, I think that's it that I have, and we have a question on the comment side. So, okay, somebody said you don't have CPAS for your Shopee store, but if you're going to choose traffic objective, should you optimize for link click or landing page view? Yeah, good question. So I'm not looking at my screen. I do not know who you are, but thanks for the question. So if you don't have CPAS and you're selling on Shopee and you don't have CPAS, my recommendation is there's only one. You should only choose traffic, but you optimize for link click. Now, the difference between link click and landing page view is this. You should only use landing page view when you have pixel installed in the landing page, which means if you're driving to your website, you want to make sure that you have your pixel installed on your website so that they can capture the right event and the right number of people who have taken that action. However, if you're sending people to a destination that you have no control, there might be a lot of situations like Shopee, or Lazada, if you sell on all these marketplaces and you don't have CPAS, that simply means that when you send a traffic over, you lost them. So whether they land or not, you do not know. So the number is not accurate, but the only number that is accurate for your business when you're running ads is the link clicks. So you should optimize for that. It's also applicable for those people who are actually running affiliate business. Like when you run a course affiliate kind of thing, for example, when people click on your link and go over to the landing page, you lost them. Unless they allow you to install your pixel over there. But if not, always go back to the link click. Okay? So I think that's a quick answer to that. But, congratulations. But anyway, try to get CPAS. I think it's good. Really get CPAS is powerful. Okay, now before we go, I just want to quickly recap on this thing. If you are running ads and you want to find out why your campaign is doing good or not doing good, you should sign up to a Facebook ads audit by me. 30 minutes audit over Zoom. I will go into your ads manager and look at your campaign to tell you why your campaign is doing good or not good, so that you know what to do next to get better result or to avoid the mistake. So if you sign up by end of this month using the code NOV20, you get $20 off. Now don't come back in 2022 and ask Jason, how am I supposed to get this? It's over. If you watch this video later, it's just that, yeah. So if you're watching this live now or even the replay, this is the chance that you should actually get it. Okay. So right. So that's 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes. You see, I enjoy my AMA. I really enjoy my Sunday night, and thank you for joining me up to now. Whoever you are, I can't really see you because I didn't on a lot of devices over here. But I hope you enjoy my answers. And if you have any questions, remember, just pop them in the comment section in any of my videos on my YouTube channel, as well as on my Facebook group. I'll see you next week, same time, 10 p.m. and on Sunday night. And that's it. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.